Hey guys, Sheri and Richerson here from Experimental Homesteader Exotic Gardening, SheriandRicherson.com and biannualblogthonbash.com. Welcome to our daily vlog. So today has been a mix of looking for a product called Static Guard, which I found, that helps to keep dog hair from sticking to furniture and clothing and other cloth items, to helping do some repairs on a computer. I got up this morning and I looked at the new recliners covers, and the chocolate brown was covered in like colored pet hair from Charlie and Cleopatra, and it looked awful. It looked like I never cleaned the house. So I got out my pet paw and put it on my vacuum, and it took some up, but not all of it. So I started doing some research, looking for some way to help repel the pet hair. Because yes, I can cover the chairs with blankets or, towels, whatever. But that doesn't really solve the problem when somebody comes unexpected, because you still have to pull all those things off. And if you don't want pet hair on your clothing, well, you know what you got to do before you sit down. And then when your pet gets up and sits with you, which ours do, you still did not solve your problem. So I read that one product that helps with that is called Static Guard. And I decided to get some and try it. And yes, it does seem to work. Is it perfect? No. But it does seem to work. And then I went down to help a friend, and she had, I'm just going to show you. I don't know what it's called. It looks like a dog bone, but it's actually a product that you can just rub on, and it helps remove hairs. So when I came home, because obviously some hairs had got back on the furniture while I was gone, I tried using this alone, and it still left some hair behind. So I sprayed the furniture with the Static Guard, and then I ran this over it, and I'm going to say 99% of the pet hair came off. So it did take a little bit of work. I mean, it wasn't like magic or anything. But I kind of feel like, okay, if there's maybe 10 hairs that I have to pick off by hand every day, that's not like 100 hairs or a chair being completely covered in hairs. I can live with that. So, but then her Windows Office had messed up. She actually had a virus on her computer that she didn't know about. And, I think it actually got into some of her files and corrupted them. So after we got rid of the virus, I was doing a disk cleanup, and then I told her how to do a defrag tonight. So she's going to do that, and then I'm going to reinstall Microsoft Office on her computer. So, and that way, she'll have a fresh install, and hopefully her computer will be back as good as new. It's been a long time since I've done any kind of work on a computer. It's definitely not something that I would ever want to do on a regular basis. And it's not something that I would just do for anyone, because it takes a really long time, and sometimes you have to take everything off the computer and just do a fresh install of everything. But for her, I went ahead and did it. I have told her if this does not solve the problem, we are going to have to take everything off and just start from scratch. Not a big deal. It can be done, but not the first place we want to start, definitely. So then we went out and we got something to eat, and we ran into a few people we knew. Jeff is still at work, and they had 5 people call off today. He said it's going to be a late night. So I brought him some food home, and it's in the refrigerator, and he can just microwave it whenever he gets home. Definitely won't have to cook tonight, which is good, because not being home today, I didn't get dishes or anything here done. Didn't get any wood brought in or anything like that. So when he gets home, wood has to be split and brought in. And of course, he'll go out and check on the animals and all that. We know that Bailey's is pregnant. We don't have a timeline, which I usually don't, because my animals run together. I don't have enough land or barn space to actually separate my buck. And since I only have 2 goats right now, it wouldn't make a lot of sense to do that anyway. So I've always let them run together, and I kind of watch. I know what to watch for as far as when they're getting ready to give birth and all of that. And so we'll just wait and see. I'm hoping that she doesn't give birth until at least March, but you never know. So also, Jeff had said, I've got a really bad bruise right here. He said it was actually across the whole side of my face, and I guess I just hadn't noticed. That is because the 22nd of December, I had 2 upper teeth on this side removed, a wisdom tooth and a molar tooth. And I guess it did cause some bruising, which is okay. I went back to the dentist today, and I had a cavity on this side filled, and a small one. And it wasn't too bad. I really like the dentist that I have changed to. They are really, really nice. Very helpful, and they understand that I have a really bad gag reflex. So they are very careful to work around that and be able to get what I need done without making me feel like, well, I should be able to handle this or whatever, because my previous dentist, when I left there originally trying to get a tooth pulled, had me in absolute tears, and we did not get the job done. And I was so upset, I was just going to wait till the tooth fell out and deal with the pain. And someone else told me about this other dentist and said, go there and see. And it was so great, because the first x-rays they actually did on the outside with a machine that went around my head. And they were able to see enough that they were able to get the tooth extracted. And then when they did have to go inside of my mouth to do x-rays, instead of trying to force the adult film inside of my mouth, they actually went with a child-sized piece, which was so much easier for me to deal with, and got the job done, which is great. So that was the first thing I did this morning, and then, like I said, I went down and helped a friend. Before that, I trying to deal with this dog hair. I'm really trying to figure out the best way to handle dog hair in the house, and cat hair. There is cat hair. And because it seems with the wood floors and everything, it seems to want to go into the hard to reach corners. And so my friend down at the sweeper company, she manufactured a sweeper piece that would let me get under furniture and back into those corners and be able to get some of it. But I would like to find a way to maybe keep it from building up. I mean, I know they're going to have, they're going to shed, and that's just a part of having pets. But I had also read today about, maybe using an air cleaner. We can't do a whole house air cleaner because we don't have a whole house furnace. So there's no ductwork or anything if it needs something like that to run through, which I don't know if it does or not. But they were talking about, room by room to help with dust. And I'm thinking that would help with pet hair too, maybe. I don't know. But that's one of the things as we're remodeling each room that I'm wanting to try to figure out how to minimize. And keep it from building up. I did take up the carpet in the living room, and I have just the wood floors down right now. Because with redoing the wood floors, they just look so pretty. I want to look at them and not cover them up with a rug. So anyway, guys, that's a quick update. I don't even want to get into my thoughts on politics tonight. Besides, I think a certain senator is a real ASS. He definitely doesn't care about us, the American people. And I hope the other senators hold him accountable and don't let him get away with this. So anyway, like I said, please subscribe, thumbs up, thumbs down, comments below. Thanks for watching, and have a great night.